especially is the fact that I want to think about what I photograph, and it's basically its depth in current society. And so I've gone from photographing when I was 11 years old, I made my first photograph, that was 65 years ago, to now, around the corner, I just made a photograph that's called A Child's Pull Toy, discovered in 1854 in Pompeii. So I really like going back and forth in time, as the first photographers, many of them did in the first creations of photography. They were very, very much involved in historical references, their own aesthetics as far as history, and what that, especially French and sometimes English, involved. In my case, what I want to do is, when I have a thought about who to photograph, and that may be a person I look at, I discover it, or very often a person calls me or emails me with the idea of maybe photographing this person. That's the beginning point. That's the beginning point. In this case, Queveda, a couple of things were going on. I knew this woman, her name on the street was Fat Ann, or Gross Anna. And so what happened is that a friend of mine in the desert, he went to San Alamos, which you have to visit. So moving dunes. It's one of the natural wonders of the world, Los Alamos. And there, birds die. In this case, an eagle died, and it fell from the sky in the desert. And so he actually cut the wings off, cut the talons, and buried the eagle. And then called me up. He says, I got these wings, and I got the talons. Can you make a photograph? And so I kind of psychically and physically and photographically put that together, and I posed Anne as the bird of Queveda. Queveda is an aspect in the writing of Borges, who I love. And for me, and if I can extend that interest to Borges, there's a sense of impossibility. There's a kind of a fiction and non-fiction, a reality and non-reality to a condition of life or wonder. And that's why I call this bird of Queveda. And I made this, when I made the print, I especially made this form so it looks like an older photograph. And again, the subject is impossible, but the reality exists in the photograph, okay? And we'll go over to Siamese twins.